Are you looking for a new DSLR camera, but don't know which one to choose because of the different options that are available? Well, in this video, we break down the top 5 DSLRs on the market this year, based on price versus performance, and situations they'll be used in. We'll be taking a look at products in every budget range, so regardless of whether you've got a few bucks to spare and want the best value, or you're looking for the best of the best, we'll have an option for you. So if you're interested in finding out which DSLR will be best for you, stay tuned. All the links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. We'll start with the Canon EOS Rebel SL3, our choice for best budget DSLR for beginners. The Canon EOS Rebel SL3 is priced at around $600, and while it's not the cheapest Canon DSLR, it does give you a higher build quality and doesn't skimp on features like other lower price budget models. Plus its ease of use makes it perfect for beginners. The Canon EOS Rebel SL3 is not only easy to use, but it's also small and light, making it a great travel companion. It has a built-in pop-up flash on the top of the camera, centered behind the lens, as well as a hot shoe if you prefer to use an external flash. Most use controls like the ISO button and shutter release are easy to reach, and the 3-inch LCD gives you a sharp 1040p dot resolution that supports touch input. The display is mounted on a hinge, so it can swing out to the side and face all the way forward, making it great for vlogging. During storage and transport, the display can face inward to keep it protected. The SL3 is equipped with a 24-megapixel APS-C sensor and Digic 8 image processor that produces high image quality and has accurate, easy-to-use dual-pixel autofocus. There are even some fun options, like 4K time-lapse movies and Creative Assist that lets you adjust camera settings and see their effects in real time. Integrated Bluetooth lets you pair the camera with your Android or iOS phone, and built-in Wi-Fi, along with the Canon Camera Connect app, lets you transfer files from the SL3 to your phone, or use it as a remote control. The battery is rated for about 1,070 shots using the optical finder, or about 320 using the live view. In-camera charging with a USB cable isn't supported though, but realistically, the SL3's strong battery life makes the lack of in-camera charging less of a concern. The EOS Rebel SL3 is an ideal choice for beginners. The guidance it provides through the Creative Assist mode lets first-timers get a grip on photographic concepts and try things out on the fly. Now we'll be taking a look at the Nikon D500, our choice for best DSLR for sports and wildlife. The Nikon D500 camera retails for around $1,500 and brings you outstanding image quality, a first-rate autofocus system, and can shoot 10 frames per second with a 200-frame buffer that makes it the ultimate sports and wildlife shooter. While the D500 will suit any type of photography, it excels at fast action, capturing your subject with stunning clarity, speed, and resolution in stills, and 4K UHD video. Frequently used controls are conveniently placed, with the ISO button and shutter grouped side by side, and there's a new function button around the back. The 3.2-inch LCD screen is tiltable and touchscreen sensitive, making it useful for repositioning the autofocus area or shooting images from different angles. And there's a second LCD on the top of the camera that lets you check settings at a glance. The sensor's a 20.9-megapixel APS-C, and it's perfect for low light conditions and will produce noiseless images, and has a native sensitivity range of ISO 100 to 51,200. The D500's superior autofocus system is a big reason why this is such a great camera for sports and wildlife. With its low central AF point sensitivity, it can acquire focus even if there isn't a lot of available light. You can even specify whether the target is steady or moving, and the D500 will determine the best way to lock onto it. And when you're ready to transfer your shots and videos off the camera, you can connect to other digital devices using a USB 3.0 Micro B connector, Bluetooth, NFC, and Wi-Fi. Battery life will give you around 1,240 shots on a full charge, and is topped up using the included battery charger. If you regularly shoot fast-action subjects or wildlife, the Nikon D500 will serve you well, particularly if you tend to shoot in low-light conditions. If the subject matter you shoot is more varied, and you're looking for a good all-around DSLR, check out the Canon EOS 90D coming up next. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Canon EOS 90D, our choice for great all-rounder DSLR. Priced at around $1,200, the Canon EOS 90D is good for capturing everything from high-speed sporting events to simple everyday moments. You can shoot beautiful high-res images or 4K videos at 30 frames per second with this great all-rounder DSLR. The EOS 90D is loaded with features like Canon's dual-pixel CMOS autofocus system for accurate face detection, quick tracking, and superb focus, 30 frames per second 4K video recording, and an 8-way joystick controller that delivers good performance for sporting events, wildlife, portrait, and wedding photography, and more. The controls are well placed and include buttons for changing the AF mode, drive mode, ISO, metering pattern, and more. The rear touchscreen is fully articulating, giving you a lot of flexibility for vertical shooting and has good touch responsiveness. And like the Nikon D500, there's a second LCD info screen on the top of the camera to display settings. The EOS 90D has a 32.5-megapixel APS-C sensor that produces impressive image and video quality across the board. The sensor gives you excellent raw detail capture and high ISO noise performance and good dynamic range. It also enables fast, continuous 10 frames per second shooting, so you won't miss that once-in-a-lifetime moment. If you're a live streamer, the EOS Utility Webcam software will transform your EOS 90D into a high-quality webcam. And when you're out and about, The LP E6N lithium-ion battery pack will give you around 1300 shots per charge when shooting through the viewfinder and around 450 shots per charge in the live view. The Canon EOS 90D is a well-rounded camera, with lots of features and a familiar body that will likely appeal to you if you spend your time shooting varied subject matter. It's also great for vlogging and can even serve as a high-quality webcam for live streaming. Now, if a full-frame DSLR is more along the lines of what you're looking for, stay tuned for the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV coming up next. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drop, so if you want to find the most updated information, check the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. This brings us to the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV, our choice for best overall full-frame DSLR. With a sensor that's sized like a single frame of 35mm film and priced at around $2,500, the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV camera body is one of the best overall full-frame DSLRs available and produces images with less noise and higher dynamic range. Like other Canon DSLRs, this camera has very simple and uncluttered controls, and an LCD info screen sits top right to display the current settings. The 3.2-inch 1.62 million dot touchscreen serves as an interface, live view, and for selection of the AF area. And for fast action photography, you can shoot continuously at up to 7 frames per second, making it a well-designed, highly versatile full-frame DSLR. Its 30.4 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor gives you versatile shooting in almost any lighting condition, with good dynamic range and excellent high ISO performance. For video, you'll be able to record DCI standard 4096 by 2160 4K video at 30 frames per second, and 4K frame capture will let you grab individual frames from 4K video and save them as 8.8 megapixel stills. The dual-pixel CMOS autofocus performs well and is very responsive during video or live view shooting. Like the Canon EOS 90D we just looked at, this camera can also operate as a high-quality webcam for live streaming using the EOS utility webcam software or by using HDMI output. Battery life varies depending on how you're using the camera. Under normal shooting conditions, the 5D Mark IV will give you around 900 shots when using the viewfinder, around 300 with live view, and for video, you can expect around 30 minutes, or if the high frame rate mode is enabled, you'll get about 7.5 minutes. If you shoot fast action subjects, the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV's 7 frames per second should serve you pretty well, and its 30.4 full-frame megapixels will give you an impressive resolution for large-scale commercial projects, professional portraiture, landscapes, and even product photography. For a full-frame DSLR, the 5D Mark IV is as good as they come. Last, we'll be taking a look at the Nikon D850, our choice for best DSLR for photographers. If you primarily shoot stills, the Nikon D850 retails for around $3,000 and produces stellar image quality, rock-solid autofocus, sturdy build quality, and gives you an impressive battery life. The Nikon D850 feels like a great camera in the hand, and you'll find that the layout of its buttons is both intuitive and logical. The addition of the autofocus joystick selector from the Nikon D500 is a nice touch, as is the Function 2 button to give you a little more customization possibilities. The buttons are also illuminated, so when you're out shooting at dusk or at night, you can actually see what's what. The viewfinder has a 0.75 times magnification factor, giving you a good view of your subject matter. The tilting touchscreen LCD lets you take low-angle shots with greater ease and is easy to see, even in broad daylight. And the large surface area means you can easily select menu options, navigate through your photos, take photos, and focus the camera, and even has a virtual horizon. The 45.7 megapixel backside illuminated full-frame image sensor gives you extraordinary resolution, outstanding dynamic range, and virtually no risk of moire. You'll be able to shoot continuously up to 9 frames per second at full resolution and with full autofocus performance. Add to that a buffer that can handle up to 170 12-bit RAW files, and you have the makings of a camera that can capture a ton of images in short order. That's great news for landscape photographers that find themselves photographing speedy animals and birds on occasion. And for video recording, you'll be able to shoot full-frame 4K UHD. The D850's EL15A lithium-ion battery will give you 1,840 shots or 70 minutes of video per charge. The Nikon D850 is aimed at enthusiasts and professional photographers who demand top image quality, handling, and features. Its ability to capture the finest detail makes it an outstanding choice for still photography, and its continuous shooting speed is extraordinary for a camera with this resolution. Alright guys, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, consider subscribing. We do our best to keep you up to date with the best products on the market right now. So if you want to stay current regarding the best gear, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on all the products mentioned in this video. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you back here soon for the next video.